Hermes Trismegistus, the purpose for the earthly man and his dual nature through his evolution. Hermes Trismegistus, also known as Thoth the Atlantean. I have a playlist for you if you'd like to know what he's written, the playlist of the Emerald Tablets. It's amazing the philosophy that he's writing about there, as well as the very advanced technology they had. Not only did they have interstellar travel, but they had interdimensional travel. He says the Atlanteans misused their knowledge so much that it was only a matter of time before divine intervention put an end to them. Now, according to Hermes Trismegistus, people who deal exclusively with the material world and everyday life were born to fulfill a single purpose. These people are not considered inferior because of their mortality, since they are constantly incarnated in the material world, but because of this mortality, they are also the most suitable for the fulfillment of the purpose they have to take care of earthly things and heavenly things. Therefore, the world was formed of double matter, so that everywhere there would be life and there would be someone who could see all of God's creation from the lowest nature to the highest. The first God is the Lord of eternity. The second God is the world. The third God is man, he said. God is the creator of the world and everything in it. God co-rules everything together with man, who is ruler of the world created by man, by God. So if man fulfills the duties he has undertaken, that is the obligation to care, then he succeeds in making himself and the world an ornament to each other. Thus the world, quote unquote, appears to have taken on this dual nature of man. So when man got to know himself, he also got to know the world, and so he remembered that his own image is and recognized which one he should use and which one he should serve. Man therefore gives great thanks and praises to God, honoring his image in this way and not ignoring that he himself is the second image of God, who God has two images, the world and man. So man, one part of him consists of soul and mind, spirit and logic as higher elements, and he can be described as God and enter heaven. The other part of man is material, worldly, composed of fire, earth, water, and air. So as a mortal, he remains on earth, so as not to be able to give up all the earthly things entrusted to his care. Thus man was ideally formed partly God and partly mortal, united in one body. For the man with a double nature, first piety and then goodness are the rule. This goodness is brought about if it involves the power of scorning the lust for all important things, improper things. Everything that is dominated by earthly bodily lust does not belong to any part of divine knowledge and is justifiably called acquired passions, that is, all those that are acquired during our life. With this reasoning, then, all material goods are foreign to man, even from his body, so that he himself can despise everything he desires, including the body, since this gives rise to the corruption of lust in us. Therefore, following the course of reason that pervaded the soul, man must reach that point where, thanks to the sight of divinity, he will acquire the ability to despise and be indifferent to his mortal part, with which he has been connected only out of necessity to take care of the lower world. In order for man to be a complete being, this is how God has formed him, so that he is composed of four elements in both parts. In its mortal part, it consists of arm, legs, two of each, and together with the parts of the body, it takes care of the lower world, the earthly one. In his divine part, he is equally composed of four elements, the soul, the mind, the memory, and the wisdom, with the logic of which he was able to recognize and distinguish the divine world. This leads him, on account of his inquiring curiosity, to seek the opposites, qualities, effects, and quantities of all things, but he is hindered by the great and grievous malice of the body, and cannot discern in the right way all these the causes of things, which are also their true causes. So man is rewarded according to what he will offer to the will of God, just as our ancestors were rewarded, the golden generation of humans. That is, after we are demobilized and freed from the care and surveillance of the earthly world, after we are freed from the bonds of our mortal nature, to deliver us pure and sanctified to our higher nature, the divine. So this is a reward for those who are pious to God and take care of earthly things. For on the contrary, for those people who have lived impious lives, they are forbidden to return to heaven, and a restoration to life in their other bodies is reserved for them, which they deserve even unworthy of possessing a human soul. This is from Morpheus Sky, the Ninth Wave Revelation, and I've translated this for you from a Greek article. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.